Hello GreenTech visitors. My name is Rüdiger Recknagel and I would like to give you some insights into two key topics of my profession as the Chief Environmental Officer of the Audi Group. My first topic is our environmental program for the production, Mission Zero. Here we bundle all environmental activities and measures in our production sites. My second topic is our Audi Environmental Foundation, which was already established in 2009, more than 10 years ago. With this non-profit organization, we support research into new technologies and scientific methods for a livable future. But now let's start with Mission Zero.
One drop, pure water, production, treatment, and back to the beginning. We think in terms of loops for resource efficiency and zero wastewater. Breathe in, burn off, recharge. We embrace renewable energy to achieve carbon-neutral production plants. Conserve life and diversity in cities and nature, leaving the smallest possible footprint before the first mile is driven. Mission Zero, the Audi environmental campaign for consistently sustainable production.
Mission Zero is the Audi environmental program for consistently sustainable production. Within Mission Zero, we focus on 4 environmental key challenges of the 21st century. Number 1, decarbonization. Our goal is to be CO2 neutral at all our production sites in 2025. A unique project and blueprint for all our Audi locations is our plant in Brussels. Since 2018, Brussels is the world's first certified CO2 neutral high-volume production plant in the premium segment. Number 2, water usage. To reduce our ecological footprint, we need closed water cycles and wastewater-free production sites. In this field of action, I would like to mention our production site in San Jose Chapa in Mexico. There we are the world's first premium manufacturer to produce cars completely free of wastewater. Number 3, resource efficiency. Circular economy is the key for an effective and efficient use of raw materials, not only in the production process. A good example is the remediation of an old refinery in Ingolstadt. We clean the soil from 900 tons of heavy oil, 200 tons of gasoline, and we give back to nature more than 20 soccer fields of green land. So we developed the new innovation hub called Ingolstadt Campus. Without using new land, the home of new innovations and software development. And number 4, biodiversity. Many projects in all our plants protect and preserve biological diversity. As a member of the Biodiversity in Good Company initiative, we are implementing biodiversity projects like roof greening, flowering meadows, like deadwood areas, green belts and planting of trees. Now I've showed you the 4 most important challenges for the environment that we face with our strategy Mission Zero. But there are so many activities, so many fascinating details. All together they create the bigger picture. Have a look yourself.
What do you see? A sphere? A circle? A ring? Or an infinite number of corners?
What?
Geometry 101. Often the key is in the details. The sum of our smallest actions leads to massive change. Philosophy 101. For example, we make cars. Everyone knows that. Lots of cars, good cars, all over the world. The devil's in the details. Cars are good, but not necessarily good for the environment. The good news, we know our responsibility. The better news, we can do something. Our industry is changing, driven by digitalization, urbanization, and most of all, sustainability. Sustainability means fit for the future means new challenges, especially concerning environmental protection. How do we master these challenges? We try to reduce our ecological footprint as much as possible, from shoe size 43 to maybe 40, then women's size 38, and someday down to children's size. Our vision is to make good cars at all our production sites CO2 neutrally and free of wastewater. How do we approach this? Here's the details. At our main site in Ingolstadt, Germany, we reduce fresh water waste using a, watch out, tongue twister, membrane bioreactor by over 130 million gallons per year. Therefore, up to 50% of the resulting wastewater flows in a closed circle. What does this thing do? The wastewater is treated and reused as process water. Additionally, we have a rain barrel in XXXXXL dimensions. A massive 4.8 million square foot cistern where rainwater is collected underground big time. In Mexico, we do it same but different. Over here, we support the regeneration of the used groundwater by digging pits and planting trees. 25,000 pits, 100,000 trees. Ole! Let's stick with the topic of water. What is green but invisible and provides energy for entire production sites? We work with green power, for example in Ingolstadt, generating 100% through hydropower. Besides, we use the thermal waste of nearby industry. Speaking of heat, over 212-degree hot water from the Earth's interior helps to generate cozy temperatures at the production site in Győr, Hungary. About 60% of the required heat is generated CO2 neutrally. What else? We have our own solar arrays, sunbathing in an area over 860,000 square feet that produce climate-neutral electricity and saving thousands of tons of CO2 emissions. How can we do even more? Or conversely, even less? We save tons of CO2 emissions through our own KWKK plant, Kraftwerk Berlin, cogeneration of heat and power. Got it? It saves 17,000 tons of greenhouse gas per year in Ingolstadt. German engineering. How does it work? Look it up. Let's move from less is more to more is more. Biodiversity conservation is another of our missions at Audi. Let's start with some of the tiniest details of all. We have bees, not for their yummy honey, but for research, to learn about them, to learn from them. Bionics, to be or not to be. Not good? What about to tree or not to tree? Sorry. We don't pour concrete over everything, but foster biodiversity through keeping areas green and leaving them alone. Or we plant greenery on rooftops. Every domestic species is welcome here to grow and hum and buzz around. It's also just nice to look at. And we even do more than not mowing our lawn. At every site, we cultivate an entire oak forest. So we are doing our landscape design, reducing the CO2 footprint, doing research on climate impact, and then we hug the trees. Nah, of course we don't do that. What is the common thread of all these actions, down to the last detail? Still no idea? Here's a hint. The answer is circulation. We try to shape our entire business, environmental management, and resource management in a way that we don't think of as linear, but in loops, loopular, in reusing resources. Even if you have to think of infinite actions outside the box. What do you see now? A wheel? A cake? We see an infinite number of steps and projects that create an impact together. Even if this is just a small part, a detail of something much, much bigger, we are happy and thankful to contribute our share because we know our responsibility. And the best news, we can change a lot. And the very best news, we're already doing it.
And now we come to the second key topic, the Audi Environmental Foundation. This is a matter close to my heart, as the foundation strictly focuses on non-profit environmental initiatives. The Audi Group established the foundation more than 10 years ago, in 2009. Within the foundation, we actively support research into new technologies and scientific methods for a livable future. We transfer our Audi genes, Vorsprung durch Technik, into the foundation to tackle environmental issues by bringing traditional environmental protection themes to another level with technology. Our mission is called Greenovation, where we combine environment with innovation to create a green impact. Nature meets technology. But who are we exactly and what is the foundation all about? The short video will give you more information.
That is our DNA. Of course. And this is what we use it for. We've been environmental ambassadors for a decade. We are nature guys and eco girls. We are fighters for the future. We question everything. Tech nerds and those who think differently. We are project catalyzers and co-developers. We are fruit pilots, plastic fishers, high-tech beekeepers, earth checkers, upcyclers, and tree whisperers. We are joining two worlds. We're linking nature with technology. And sometimes, we're even relationship consultants. We're young, or not quite so young. And above all, inspiring and ready to learn. We're like so many out there. And we're nowhere near finished.